Okay, what's good? Unapologetic gang. Check this out. So you're gonna enjoy something else being the center of attention. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this gorgeous. Look at this. Puerto Vallarta. Everybody's practicing social distancing. But really, yeah, here's another rant. Because you guys love it so much. But how do we, still stay in touch with people when we're not supposed to isolate ourselves? Yet, how are we still able to move in silence? And how does this work for handling friends and family members who are gossips? We love them so much from the bottom of our heart. We really do. But let's be honest, we just don't like them. So how do we handle this kind of how do we handle this kind of situation when darn if you do say something to someone, because everybody's going to hear about it, and darn if you don't. I used to believe for a while, just let everybody think you're doing bad. Just the better, like the less you engage people in some of the conversation and the play-by-plays or things like that, maybe the better, because let's be honest, not every family member wishes you well, and sometimes just a phone call, oh, how is this person doing? Sometimes they don't even ask. In some of these examples, some people aren't even saying like, how are they doing? It's, oh, guess what? I talked to so-and-so today. She graduated. Oh, have you heard from your other friend? She just bought a new house. Now, wouldn't it be nice to hear from the friends themselves? So I'll tell you this, because I mentioned this in how to handle friends coming back, old friends, and that respect is easily given, but trust is earned. So absolutely, guys, we don't want to just like tell everybody our business. Okay, yeah, it's different. We're managing things on social media. We're keeping ourselves busy all day with relationships, with our mental health, with our physical bodies, with our spiritual body. We're fasting, praying. We are spending time in the secret place. We are reading, we're taking classes, we're learning new languages. We're kind of busy. So when it comes to, let's be most specific, this nomadic culture, sometimes people don't quite understand it. A lot of times, even in building businesses, people don't understand, well, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? What's up with that MLM? Or that didn't work last time. Or, my favorite was, why are you writing that book? Do you know how hard it is to get a publisher? I was literally discouraged from when I was sharing my dream. And then sometimes when you do tell people, well, how's that going? If they're even asking in that kind of tone or telling everybody that you just bought a house, that's nice, but that's your business. So in this situation, I still believe it is best to keep quiet and maybe just reach out to people in a way that you can. Now, if you're going about this in a no contact way, let's just say, for example, it's a family member that you don't want gossiping about you, and you love them from the bottom of your heart, but you really don't like them. For this, I recommend just sending gifts or writing a letter. I love you so much, so good to hear from you, but in person it's going to be a fight, even if you are agreeing. It's like, why are you causing fights, right? For no reason. And I do recommend, taking into account that it's so important to, so you can look at me. I do recommend taking into account some of the things I shared for no contact. So like if you're thinking about not contacting people, it's really important to consider every day. If I got a call tomorrow saying that this person had passed away, will I just cry and fall to my knees and wish I'd had a conversation with them? Or would you say, you know, I did what I could to communicate with this person and I wanted to build the best I could, but it just wasn't going to be feasible for my mental health to engage with them. I know we love each other and we had our own misunderstandings, but I always showed her I loved her. I always sent her gifts. That's the one thing I could do, because it costs. Everything costs. So when we're sharing information, we're giving people access into our world, and some people haven't earned that right. I respect you. I respect you, friend. I respect you, family member. But you haven't earned the right to know what's going on in my love life. And you dang sure haven't earned the right to know what's going on in my business. Maybe you can Google me, but I'm not going to up and tell you, yeah, I did this. There's no need for that, especially if we haven't talked in years, or you're just genuinely causing more problems. So for this, it's kind of a tough one, guys. Like, I really do feel like it's a bit hard to answer this one, because darned if you do contact them and everybody knows, oh, she wrote a book, oh yeah, you know what, she's always doing this, she's doing that, and she can't reach out to this family member. Yo, this is kind of like the narrative that some of the people in the family that I love so much but I really don't like, they're having those same conversations too. So they're not going to not keep your name out your mouth, but better to let them think you're doing bad and then up and surprise them. Like, you know, building in silence is important. Unless these people are a part of the team, then I'm sorry, but they don't deserve to know, especially if it's going to cause more pain. If it really causes like issues for you mentally, you can't get out of bed. I mean, I've been there. Sometimes I would have interaction with even uncles, and it would be crippling for like 3 months. I would just be like crying in the bed. So I get it. If it's family, sometimes a year. It takes a year to recover. You need that time. You need your time to yourself. You need your mental faculties. You need to get up. You need your spiritual faculties. That's not really worth it. Not for the sake of just calling them family. You get zero respect. I mean, you get zero trust. And honestly, it does feel like it's zero respect. Point blank, period, unapologetic gang. I want you to be careful this season. I made a video called Access Denied. Gracias. So, I want you guys to be careful. Deny access to these people. This is all it is. Who you're dating, your pregnancies, your dreams.
Amigos santos traigo ya, huelga la tienes de superar, pero yo no puedo, para ser sincero yo no quiero, mejor queremos tu recuerdo, los tragos me saben. Estaba pensando en llamarte, pero no puedo dar tarde, ya no te veo, si puedo pensarte, mi infierno quiero olvidarte, sentimientos ateos, pero no son buenos. Si me llamas contesto, aunque nunca va a pasar eso, no te olvides molesto, espérate, ahora hablando a la bebida. Otra vez empieza la va, porque van a grabar. No, grábalo. Ya tiene rato grabándola. Botella tras botella, botella tras botella, estoy tomando pa' olvidarme de ella, de ella, de ella, de ella. hablo en mi soledad. A mis amigos años traigo ya, me dicen huella la tienes que superar, pero yo no puedo, para ser sincero yo no quiero, mejor debemos un recuerdo, no tragos nada de mejor.
Eso. Muy bien. Qué chido.
Muy honrado, que le gusta lo mejor, mujeres por el panza y el dinero y el amor, navegando en mi placer, en el caballo yo me voy, ay, 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 mi morena de mi corazón, toca la guitarra, me canto todo.
Nos vemos. Yeah. We keep it quiet. I want you to really, though, think about it and not just do nothing. Everything we are doing requires so much action. And just remember that every time you show up and do something, especially when you're in this, you're leading your own life, because most of us here are, there is no manual, and everybody has an opinion on their life and how they should have or what they do and don't or do or don't disagree with, and they would have, should have done this or that better. Listen, last time I checked, you are the only person who has to look at yourself in the mirror at the end of the night and sleep with every choice you make, and you're the one who is on your knees at night praying. So at the end of the day, it's only you, the person looking back at yourself in the mirror, and God who can judge you. Especially if you're not happy. Why would you live somebody else's life? Don't do it. Keep your business to yourself and keep it rocking. Listen, it does come across as having having attitude, having this air of, oh, you just don't care. But that's just other people's opinion of you. And guess what? Most people who are leaders can't care what other people think. The dis-ease to please is not in this gene pool. We exonerate that. All right, guys, that's it. I'm about to go get me some food before I enjoy the rest of my day. See you. Bye.